Welcome back to Epic Tavern. Alright, we've got plenty of money. Looks like we've got a pretty good chunk of stock. I might want to just top us off a little bit here. Alright, opening the doors.
Huh?
It was just a game to me, moving the pieces around the board. A game I was very good at. I guess as a tactician, you might say that. Just between friends, Marley Nightfall is just a stage name. It has a better ring to it than Hergela Schwartz. Alright. We're gonna stop. Gonna keep that reputation bonus. That was a lot of chicken wings. Some big money dishes over here. Selling a lot of hellhound wing or hellhound ribs. I knew I shouldn't have pushed my luck.
Oh. Oh.
Not seeing any quests out there. One person wants to be hired, but our roster is full. Wait, our roster's not full? Huh. I think we still need leadership-focused people. Oh. Yeah, I think the tactician was the last guy we brought on. Our leadership skill is 140. Oh, that's a real tease. Total social power on roster. Click to sort by this skill class. I would love to be able to do that, actually. But it doesn't do anything. And I can't click on these either. It would be very nice to be able to see, like, okay, how many of these people do I have of a particular level? Looks like the doctor... Well, actually, we do have a mine guy. Yeah, we've got 2 of those. We're working on 2, maybe 3 leaders. 1, 2, 3. And actually our melee combat, it could use a little boost as well. Okay, I guess we don't need leaders specifically, we just need to train them. I don't know that I want a thief. Let's do some chat. My 5th sister was stabbed to death in her bed while she slept. Mother didn't even deny it. Alright. Let's see what's going on with Crossover Eve. We are meant to befriend someone. Murrowsucker's almost gonna level up, so we should probably get her. We need someone of the mind. I guess we should take our fire mage. She'll help us with both the mind and the melee. And now that we can take anyone that we want, we should take somebody else who needs to skill up in the leadership tree. Let's take our doctor with us. And let's go for Spooky Harvest Holiday. Perfect timing for this, actually. It's almost Crossover Eve again, that magical night when the veil between the worlds of living and dead is at its weakest. Gather a diverse crew of heroes for a night of celebration at the haunted carnival. The Lost Menagerie. Alright, here we go. It's 25 miles away. Subtlety required, huh? Knowing better than trust her eyes, Merkel watches intently as the cars are maneuvered around, then rules out the car she thinks is correct and randomly picks one of the remaining 2. That is one way to do it. The heroes find the rotting remains of a man pinned under a large and heavy-looking boulder. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. What? It says this and that. This doesn't seem possible to be that unlucky. Oh no, Grusilla says, looking down at the remains of the man they failed to rescue on a previous trip. How could we have just left him here? What kind of heroes are we? I don't think I remember that happening. Little skill up on our lore usage. As the heroes round the bend, they see tendrils of mist snaking across the road, growing deeper ahead. Tai shakes her head, bending crossover eve at a haunted carnival that traps you within forever if you don't get out by morning. Are we really gonna do this? What is going on here? 83% chance and I fail. We're gonna lose the knowledge check here. Well, we might be able to pull this out. Sheesh. As long as we leave by dawn, we'll be fine, Grusilla says unconvincingly. I know a guy who went a couple years ago and ended up trapped forever, so I think we're safe. Well, safe-ish. Joining hands, the adventurers step into the fog bank, unable to see anything through the impenetrable mist. Calliope music from ahead guides their course until they step through to the other side and are assaulted by a rich cacophony of sights, sounds, and smells. A night of revelry awaits. Oh, we just got hit with something here. In the line outside the Lost Menagerie, the heroes meet a sickly old man from Talisburg by the name of Alfred, who says this will be his 600th trip to the menagerie. Tai asks, what is it that keeps him coming back every full moon? This is where my heart lives, he smiles sadly and hobbles forward as the line advances. The heroes pause to regroup from the trek before heading in. Welcome, heroes and villains alike. Morgro, able to see through illusions, blanches as she gazes upon Alzabar's true face. Worms crawl through the ringmaster's decaying flesh, and a pair of swirling black vortices fill his eye sockets. Jesus. Alzabar winks at the fire mage and ushers the guest in. What am I dealing with here? Demoralized and rested. The heroes reach the front of the line and are escorted to the first attraction, the House of Mirrors. There's a prize hidden within, but most will be lucky to escape the maze with their sanity intact. And remember, the dawn grows ever nearer. Okay, alright. Okay, let's see how much of this is flavor text and how much of it is actual factual stuff we need to deal with. The heroes pass a coil of rope between them, allowing them to explore mirrored side passages without losing each other. Using this method, they locate the prize, an exquisite mirrored ring, and exit onto the main midway proper. Crossover Eve coin and a dazzling mirrored ring. Okay. Step right up to the ultimate test of strength. An enormous barbarian by the name of... Okay. Burkhart slams the hammer down on the target with a feral roar, sending the puck upward towards the bell and falling just short. Well, we can do better than that. Hey, Buck, stick around. Grusilla says to the grumbling barbarian, you might learn something. Grusilla drives the hammer home, sending the puck upward into the bell with a resounding clang. Huzzah! The strong woman bellows. Strong woman's hammer. The heroes stop to watch an acrobat show led by a magnificent ballerina, whose eyes never leave Alfred, the old man they met earlier. He watches the performance enwrapped. With tears streaming down his cheeks, the show ends and the ballerina is led away, looking back at Alfred as she goes. Isabel was afraid to visit the last menagerie, but I dismissed her concerns, Alfred says in a voice thick with regret. I convinced her to come to this accursed place that claimed her 50 years ago when a carney's trick kept her passed on. For 50 years I've searched for a way to free her, aging and soon dying as she stays young and beautiful and trapped here alone forever. I think we need to keep our support roles as much as possible. The heroes comfort Alfred while awaiting the start of the next show. He shakily presses an ornate key into Ty's palm. I'm an old man and my time draws short, he says. My lab in Talisburg contains my research on the Lost Menagerie. It's yours to do with what you will. Alright, so I guess we're supposedly gonna save a ballerina, though I'm a little gun shy from the last time we tried to save someone. Who among you is brave enough to learn your fate from the Madame Grimstone? A heavily muscled barker calls from the entrance to a tent covered with arcane symbols. But be warned, her readings don't just predict your destiny, they guide it. The heroes step through the curtain and see a woman whose weary eyes betray her youthful exterior. When prompted, Priscilla throws a handful of bone dust from a decanter into a small iron brazier. I see a powerful protective artifact soon to be yours, she decrees, giving them each a crossover Eve mask and sending them on their way. A featureless mask, an old man mask, a shimmering ghost mask, spider mask. Awful young to be out here all by yourself, Margot says to a young boy sitting alone outside the tent. The two-headed woman, the boy, Elliot, shakes his head, sniffling. I'm fine. And after tonight, I'll be immortal, and no one will ever hurt me again. Lightly fatigued, heavily fatigued, light fatigued. Oh boy. Fatigue is never good in these games. I'm rolling with precision and failing. Well, we're just gonna totally and completely miss this one. You can't just run off and join the circus. Your parents can't be that bad. You know nothing. My father's a monster far worse than anything here. Just leave me alone. Alright. Dozens of visitors gather around an enormous campfire, and an ancient witch, Freya Blackwood, stands before them, seemingly unbothered by the flames licking at her back. She cackles. It's story time, kiddies! Who among you has a scary crossover Eve tale to tell? Entertain the crowd and win a prize. We'll regale them with our stories and adventures. Murgle enters the crowd with entertains the crowd, with a detailed recap of the War of the Infernal Breach, when the Netherskin first opened the Flaming Gate some 14 centuries ago, and were eventually repelled by a group of heroes led by the first Mage College Chancellor. For her tale, the lore expert is awarded the Dead Man's Amulet. Oh, Freya's got a special treat for you tonight, the witch cackles, untying an enormous sack. Step forward, tell me what crossover means to you, and draw a prize. And no peeking. Had to stop and check our time of day and everything. It looks like we're still in the afternoon, so Step forward and tell me what crossover means to you and draw a prize. And no peeking, or you wish you hadn't. Alright, everybody's fatigued. I am ready to be done here. Yeah. Crusella is incapacitated. I think it might be time to leave this place. One more, then we'll call it. That was probably the wrong thing to do because we have one person who's already incapacitated and we got another one that's very close. Step right up to the Haunted Headsman's axe throw. Simplest game in the world. See those jack-o'-lantern scarecrows? All you have to do is split 3 of their heads with a throwing axe. Did I mention they'll be attacking you? Because they totally will. Yeah, we need to call this. I think this is a trap. I think there's basically unlimited quests here. We need to rest. The heroes opt against spending the afternoon hauling ore, instead set up camp. Yeah, that was the right choice. To help pass the time, Urkel tells the story of a love-lost redemption. What are we rolling for here? Good grief. Moved to tears, it's just so beautiful. We gain some spirit back. Oh, that's good. We need it. The sky looks unfamiliar today. Isn't the sun supposed to rise from the east? It's always a fun question to have. Oh, right. We were nearly tricked into staying passed down, but we didn't. We recognized what you were trying to do, game. I don't know why that's a failure. We got the key. We got a whole bunch of treasures. I don't eat with spider bites. We even got a new dish, it looks like. That was a pretty good crossover eve. Sweet. Crystal ball. I think we look okay. And Grusella got some level up. That's why I brought her. Oh wait, Flame Tongue got leveled up. Ah. I think I should have her dominate her craft. And then we'll get some pickup on lore. Grusella. Let's go big on leadership this time around. Cool. What are the quests like? The guy gave us a key. Oh, you know, we probably have to pick that up through chat in the bar. That's probably what we need to do. Let's check to see if any of these things that we received are worth anything. Crossover Eve coin. Mountaineering +1. Persuasion +4. Ooh. That's nice. +1 nature magic. A chiseled stick. Cat burglar's tools. I mean, persuasion +4 is pretty strong. Our doctor. Our doctor and our pally are our primary leadership folk. You have a sextant that gives you engineering and... yeah, we should change that. Should upgrade you to the... basic first aid kit, +2 on the medic. So do I want to have our pally just dominate leadership, or do I want to spread the wealth a little bit is the question. We'll spread the wealth a little bit. If I can figure it out, this insane. Okay, pick you. You're currently wearing +4 ranged weapons, which technically isn't bad. But I think I would rather you have +4. What? +4 Dead Man's Amulet. +4 leadership. That's some powerful stuff that we received. Featureless Nether Mask. +4 persuasion. I think the weapon he currently has is probably the best weapon. Alright, well this definitely gives him a huge leadership boost. +4 in persuasion. And +4 in leadership. So the tactician's got a little bit of item-driven leadership potential. Oh, come on. Here we go. Morbid curiosities. The courier, delivered a sealed scroll to the tavern keeper. Reads, I require new information about your parents that will interest you. Send envoys at your earliest convenience. Interesting.
Huh?
Government buildings are the most fun to mess with. Those people take themselves so seriously. No! It's gonna stop right after that one. Pushed it too far. I'm trying to find somebody with this quest. I'm guessing that we have to go to that man's research and help free his ballerina friend. Someone in this place knows about this quest. %, roll a 4. Come on. My grandfather, Nicris, was a famous necromancer. He raised Eurus the Dead One to lead us to victory. Okay. I guess that's a last call type situation. And know more about your parents. It doesn't say whose parents, just your parents. Oh, yeah, we've got this. We tried to recruit somebody a million years ago. Maybe we could finish that up with this new slot. So we need to get some social cred on here. Where's our tactician? Oh! Super crash. Be right back. Okay, looks like we're back. Yeah, let's get... to resolving this and see if we can recruit somebody by way of this quest. Drusilla still needs a break, and we are going to leave her, taking her break. But we want to take our newly equipped tactician. Let's get all the social skills we could possibly need. Right? We'll bring Catrice as a backup. Then we'll bring one of our lower level people for the training, and we will go 4. Earning the trust of Juliana Jaggedheart will require the heroes prove their worth. She has tasked them with disrupting a crew of poachers from the rival tavern, the Hungry Huntsman, who are planning to abduct and sell a centaur fowl named Angel. Hey, we got blessed. 30 miles. This is probably an overnight trip. The troll guards a bridge, refusing anyone passage. It seems fairly dim-witted, though. Catrice manages to convince the troll to actually... It's actually a small deer. It bolts away on all fours into the forest, knocking aside trees and shrubs. Okay. Party comes upon a foreign nobleman and his retine camped at the side of the road, which I think we looked that up as basically a party. Level 2 epic loot chest. Take a bit of sparring. Yeah, we'll train. Catrice gained level 1 in ranged weapons. That's good. A group of medics rushes to repair a collapsed wall in their makeshift infirmary before the next wave of bugs hits. Help them. Uh-oh. We somehow didn't bring our mind guy with us. Gonna have to put our heads together. Catrice puts her construction skills to good use, but in no time the infirmary's walls have been rebuilt and reinforced. We gained improved combat. Upon arrival, the party awaits at the forest edge, their eyes on the road. As expected, they soon spot a trio of poachers, led by the colossal warlord, Barog Face Ripper. I have no interest in fighting whatever that thing is, Grunston says. Let's warn the centaurs. Careful. They aren't all that fond of people. He did it so badly, he made things worse. $25. We're friends, Grunston says, raising his hands at the enormous centaur. Takes aim with her bow. Enemies are coming. We're here to help. The centaur's whistles and returns call are heard from around. The poachers are welcomed with a volley of centaur arrows and driven away. The fowl is saved. Friendship Festival. We've done this a couple times. Friendship Festival twice. It's Groundhog Day over here. I guess we're not friends 2 times in a row. We got demoralized. We found an unoccupied hunting cabin, gained our spirits back, and that's the day. And I think that's the day for us as well. That carnival one was an interesting thought. My guess is there was a bunch of quests there just sort of built to keep you there until you get lost in the carnival. So we did good though. We got a lot of gear out of it. We were able to use one of it to upgrade our tactician's leadership skills. All in all, not a bad day. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.